what instant gratification is, right? It's you work now and you get the reward now, right? So, but here's the thing. There's another concept called delayed gratification. And what I want to share with you today is don't just focus on the now. Don't just focus on the today or the short term, okay? When we all want instant gratification, that's normal, isn't it? Um, but delayed gratification means you put in the work today and you get rewarded at some point in the future. So some of the things that you need to do today that gets you the reward in the future is studying strategies and concepts and skills in business, studying them and learning them. Creating systems, creating and testing systems, practicing. You know, in sports, athletes they practice and they practice, and on game day, on the actual event, that's when they perform. But in business and in selling, sometimes we don't, our practice is when we practice in front of the prospect. We do presentations, off the cuff, but we have to practice all these things. You have to practice your handling objections. You have to practice your closing. You have to practice your word tracks. How you present. Because if you're doing it, if you don't practice and you just do it, then you might mess it up. Okay, so when we look at all these things, you have to study skills. You have to study strategies and systems. You have to learn these things. You have to create systems. Creating a system today doesn't necessarily give you a reward tomorrow. It might be a week or 2 weeks or 3 months or even 6 months. Practicing. You don't practice today and you get a reward tomorrow. All right? You have to practice every single day. Then, when you do all these things, then you have to analyze and adjust. Because when we analyze and adjust, we always want our results to go up. Okay? So, delayed gratification is you do the work today, you create something today, and you get the reward at some point in the future. So don't just focus on the now. Don't just focus on, I do this now and I get rewarded now.